Hmm. Podcast number
24. All right, here we go. We are live once again. Pros and Joe's Kent Chase Golf podcast number 24.
Wow, is that 24 already?
Yes.
That doesn't take very long.
Did you turn your phone off this week?
Let me check. Yeah.
All right, nice. No
I'm
feedback.
getting better at this. 24
Hey,
times in a row, I'm
Hey,
getting
24 times. You're almost an expert.
good. Does practice make perfect, or does perfect
Practice makes permanent. Ooh.
So next week you won't have to ask me if I turn my phone off?
I think I'll have to ask you every week.
Maybe.
But that's okay.
But
Pastor Tommy Barnett, one of our legends in the faith, he always says, "You're slow, but you're worth waiting for."
one of our legends, is that what you said?
He's a legend in the faith.
Well, you know, a quick one, off subject but worthy. Jack Nicklaus, when he won that Masters championship when he was too old to win it,
86.
and he kept winning, and he wasn't. And Chichi Rodriguez said, "You know, I'm a legend in my own mind, but Jack Nicklaus is a legend in his spare time."
Well, there you go.
Just to get us started off right.
Jack Nicklaus, a legend in his spare time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a living legend.
Yeah, and you are too, because you hit me with a ball today.
So, Pros and Joe's, Kent Chase Golf subscribers, like, subscribe, follow, do all the stuff, help get the word out. Feel free to post if you have any questions about the content we provide. We just did our first TikTok live golf lesson. So you want to go over and check that out. It was very entertaining.
And painful for the person that got hit.
I got hit too. So we decided, someone asked, we were showing some grass clipping drills. We were doing some of the stuff that we do. And one of the audience members, so if you want to tune in, we'll probably do it around 5:30. Let's say 6 o'clock.
No, 5:30 usually works. I can make 5:30 work.
So,
but I'm going to shave the bounce off that club.
Full disclosure, today I showed up at 5:15. I rushed over here through lots of traffic, and then Kent showed up about 5:40.
But from the golf course, working on a player who's going to turn pro, who had to hit 100 driver draws in a row before we could come in.
Excuses.
So we couldn't just quit on the project.
Hey, that's good. I hope she paid you extra.
Double
time.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Emma's a good player.
Rapidly,
people have seen Emma on Kent Chase
As
Golf.
she's growing. We're doing her from beginner a few months ago to
So anyway, here we are. We've leading into Ryder Cup. So we want to talk about Ryder Cup this week. And
we're kind of saying, no, we're saying
we're winning.
We got this.
We're winning.
Yep.
We're winning. But don't gamble, don't bet, don't say I heard on Pros and Joe's and Kent Chase Golf that it's a lock. We believe it's a lock, but don't gamble.
Some of these Ryder Cups, when you believe it's a lock, they go the other way on you. So I'm with you on that. But I feel really, really, really good about the team. I feel good about the captain, Keegan Bradley, and the players are behind him 100%. So I mean, there's a lot of good. They like the word camaraderie between the whole team. So I think that's what we've been lacking sometimes over the years. But we've got it back, I think.
Yeah, it seems that the players really like Keegan Bradley. They really gravitated towards him. He really had a chance. He was inside of the top 12 point getters where he could have legitimately picked himself. Had a couple wins this year.
Like he had a decision to make.
He was flat out golfing his ball this year.
Tough decision he had.
I think he would have been the first one since Arnold Palmer to be
Yeah,
a player
you
captain.
might be right. Yeah.
And wow. Well, Keegan, our hearts are with you. We hope you
Go
coach
get 'em.
those guys up. And I like the selections. Ben Griffin, he was in a shootout with Scotty Scheffler last week.
Yeah, he was.
That he missed. He had 2 putts on the last hole to make a birdie, and he 3-jacked it, which is it's easy to do. It's easy to do.
It's hard to do that on the final day, final round, and 3 putts. That doesn't feel good.
So I'm just gonna say, like, I like to be the guy. I like to have that clutch moment personally, but there I can remember a handful of times where I didn't come through, and that's disappointing.
And it made a difference of millions of dollars to you.
Like I don't always, like, I remember the good shots, but as a competitor, there's sometimes there's people that love to win, and there's people that hate to lose, and there's people that are both.
Like Seve in the Ryder. Are
Love
you in
to
the Ryder
win
Cup? Seve
and
Ballesteros.
hate to lose.
Seve Ballesteros was both of those.
Well, I'm more of a hate to lose guy than a love to win, and like I'm not a like love to win, rub your nose in it. Like, I'm not that guy. Some guys, but I hate to lose. And I remember being in, I had about an 8-footer with a slide. I knew the break, I knew the line, and I hit a perfect putt, and it caught the lip and rolled out.
So that Thanksgiving competition we had, when I was able to talk, to talk my ball into the hole from 66 feet to win and to make you lose on Thanksgiving Day. Are you over it?
I had a coach tell me, if you're still remembering what you did last year, you haven't done anything lately.
No, you get your rematch.
Oh, I'm coming for you this year.
Thanksgiving's coming soon.
I'm bringing out the bullseye.
Things like in the
Would
Ryder
you like
Cup,
to borrow that bullseye to practice?
it doesn't matter what you bring to the table. Mine's going in.
See, but here's the deal. We are going to TikTok live that for sure.
It was your home course advantage.
We might do a Thanksgiving live, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. We're going to do the whole thing live this year. Because you know what the audience didn't get to see, Kent?
I know what you're going to say.
They didn't get to see me draining the putt that you couldn't make.
The little warm-up stuff that didn't matter.
The warm-up. It's a warm-up.
You're really good at warming up. I know.
So
some people are really good at the practice rounds, and then they say, "How come I always shoot 64s and 5s on my practice rounds, and then the real thing, and I don't even break par?"
Well, fans,
that kind of thing.
The people are going to get to see the rematch, and they're going to get to see the warm up.
Well, you can show the warm up, because you'll do really good at the warm up part.
Yes,
but the real thing.
But do you have any moments that, like? I mean, sometimes I'll out of the blue have a dream about one of those losing moments.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
I don't dream about losing.
They're haunting.
The loser dream. I've never heard of that.
I remember, I don't know why, I was a running back in high school, and I had 2 fumbles in my career. One in junior high. One was in junior high. I was going in for the end zone, and someone put a helmet on the ball, and it was for the game winner, and they popped it out. And then
that's a sad moment in sports.
That was a sad moment in sports. And then my sophomore year, we had really good running backs, and one of the starters got hurt, and so I got thrown into the action. And I was big-eyed because I was, I played special teams, but I was like extra. I was 115 pounds soaking wet. And,
what year was this?
1989.
Sophomore year, high school?
So sophomore, so 90. So I was a junior. I started defense as a junior. Then my senior year, I was always on the field. I played both ways, special teams. But I remember getting thrust into action, and because a kid got injured, and we were driving down the field. I was running, getting yards. I was all proud of myself, because, it's nervous when you're out, because the team we were playing was a bunch of corn-fed. They had like 200, 300 pounders on the team on the defensive line, and we're moving the ball down the field, and we got in the red zone, and I fumbled.
Oh my gosh.
And I think mentally I was fatigued. Because I was just going. The moment was a little too big for me, but it's haunting.
Was the spectator, were there a lot of spectators?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that, but anyway, that's not a golf story. So I'm just saying,
so you've
like,
had bad dreams about
like
that.
I've had a couple of moments in golf that haunt me, and one was in our member guest. We were in the horse race, and
Yeah, you've talked about this horse race a lot.
oh yeah, well, because if you get to play in the horse race. If you do well in your flight, you get to play in the horse race.
Yeah, and I don't know if everybody knows what a horse race is.
Oh, so a horse race, it's a 2-person alternate shot. And so the top teams from each of the flights, like we'll have between 8 and 10 flights, they go.
Flights
and then
meaning good players
flights,
all the way to
flights
the bad
meaning,
players?
yeah, like, so first flight is like probably 0 to, or plus handicap to like a 2 or 3 handicap.
So it's all handicap divisions, all
Correct.
the way to the high.
So like there'll be the 10 teams, or no, the 6 teams rather, that have the lowest handicaps, meaning the best handicaps, then the next 6, then the next 6, and as many as in the field, you'll have as many as 10 flights. And so, and how they equalize it, there's no handicap in the horse race, but the top 2 flights, the really big hitters, they play the black tees. Then the next 2 flights play the blue tees. Then the next 3 flights play the white tees, and then the next 3 flights play the red tees. And so me and my partner, we were in one of the red flight tees, and I had never played from the red tees at my home course.
So it should be really easy. You can drive it on par 4s in one shot.
It should be easy, but there's lines where, like, picking the line where to hit it.
I've done that. It's the most fun thing in the world.
It's fun, but if you've never hit the shot before, you're a pro.
Do.
You're a pro. So obviously, like, I was standing on tee boxes I'd never stood on, and like, how far is the carry? What should I do? Should I hit a 5-iron? Should I hit a 5-wood? Should I just rip driver? Well, I tried to rip driver, and I hooked it against the wall, and then anyway, we got on the green and had a chance for me to make a putt to advance the hole, and I lipped it, and that was.
Oh, you missed it.
I missed. I lipped out, so that one haunts me. So.
Wow.
But I've also had where I've made some big putts to advance that I've had both ways. But anyway, do you remember any?
Yeah.
Do you have any haunting shots?
Well, my haunting is the other way. I don't really have haunting shots. There's one I'll tell you about, but the greatest thing that I remember, one of the great things, the Teen Challenge Marathon. We had a bunch of PGA players.
Running marathon?
The Teen Challenge, the faith-based drug and alcohol rehabilitation
yeah, I know
center.
Teen Challenge.
We had 100 hole. Nope, we weren't running. We were golfing.
Golf marathon.
Yep. So golfing marathon. So we had to play 100 holes as fast as we could. Scorekeeper in every group, and we actually kept score and had a lot of prizes and raised a real lot of money. 100 holes. We took the governors off all the carts, so they would go approximately 30 miles an hour.
So it was speed golf.
It was speed golf.
So was it? It was a timed event. So how did they do score and time? Like, how did
we just had a scorekeeper so everybody could just hit, go, hit, go, hit, go. Okay. I know my own score. Every player that's on the PGA Tour, they know. We know.
Sure.
But they break.
But like, I've seen where they'll do this, and like, if one team finishes a minute faster than the next team, they might take a stroke off.
Oh no, it
wasn't like that.
No,
But you were just flying.
We were trying to get it done.
100 holes
in daytime.
Okay,
from dark to dark.
Okay, got it.
So, red tees, front tees. Francisco Grande, the longest course in Arizona. 100 holes. True story. I shot 33 under par from the red tees because you could drive it on par 4s. It was different. 33
under.
62 was my lowest round in
100 holes. You were 33 under.
33 under par.
What place did you come in?
First.
You won
by a mile.
33
Next
under.
was, I can't remember the names of all the players, but 25 under, 20 under. But if you put a bunch of PGA Tour professionals at Moon Valley Country Club and said you're going to do the 100-hole marathon from the front tees, guarantee you you're going to see some really low scores.
Well, the guys from the tips, the section championship was just at Moon Valley.
Yeah, it was.
And 66 won. Jesse came in second.
Shout out
he
to
was
Jesse.
one back.
He's in. But he's qualified, so it's a beautiful thing.
All right, so let's weave back into the Ryder Cup. Bethpage Black.
I
got to play in 2015. I got to play Bethpage. So I pulled out some old photos. I'm going to post it this week. Have you ever got to play Bethpage?
I've never played Bethpage, but I know it's awesome. I know Richard Lee played there when he qualified for the U.S. Open as a kid.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And he qualified when he was, what,
16.
15, 16.
Yeah.
Young kid, right?
Yeah.
He's coming back to
he's
Segway.
Coming back. Hopefully
he's coming back to the States, and he's going to Q School?
Go to Q School. He's got 4 victories on the Asian Tour now. He's playing really, really well.
Oh, he is.
He's turned into a really
well, Canadian Open.
Korean.
He was on the top of the leaderboard for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Bethpage Black. So my Bethpage Black story is I was working engineering job, and we were doing a lot of work with Pratt Whitney, and their headquarters is in Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And we had to go get badges because we were representing their company. So we would go to their plants and talk to their engineers. And so a colleague of mine, we were both golfing buddies. And so since it was last minute, the flights into Hartford, which it's a small airport, they were like $1,200. And I always try to be frugal. So I told my buddy, I said, let's look what they are into Long Island, Islip. It's about a 2-hour drive from Long Island up to Hartford.
Yeah.
Give or take, depending on the traffic, but worst case, 2 hours. And the tickets were like under $400.
Mm.
So it was about an $800 ticket difference to fly into Long Island. And I said, listen, why don't we fly in the night before? I've always wanted to play Bethpage.
Oh, there's your go. Yeah.
And they've got this deal where there's a line. It's called the bakery tickets, and you can get in line 24 hours in advance, sleep in the parking lot. Because for us to make this happen, we had to get to the parking lot, sleep in the parking lot. We had to be number 1 off. We couldn't get behind a slow group because our window of time was like small. So we got in, we flew into Long Island, we went and had some dinner. We got in the parking lot like 11 o'clock, and we got spot number 1.
Wow.
So then about 4 a.m. they wake you up. Like, we were in the car. We were, taking pictures, just shooting the breeze. But if you sit in the car and you fall asleep, they'll bang on your window, and you go get in line. And
that's alarm clock.
We were number 1 off of Bethpage, walking course, and phenomenal. It is the golf course. People have asked me, like, hey, if you had to pick one golf course, and that was the only one you could play for the rest of your life, what would it be? And of the courses I've played, and I've played some good ones, I've got to play in Coeur d'Alene and Pebble Beach and, some of the top Erin Hills, Whistling Straits. I've got to play some bucket list golf courses.
Right.
And to this point, for me, if I had to pick one, it would be Bethpage Black.
Wow.
Now there's a handful of courses in that state park. There's a red and a blue and a green. There's that I hear are nice courses, but all I got to play was the black course, and it was phenomenal. And I will post pictures because it is absolutely it can be as hard as you want it to be, depending on the tee box.
We still can go. Why don't we just go to the Ryder Cup? I mean, you'd have to take a week off work. That's
the why.
But people would understand because you're becoming a regular player.
I couldn't make it this year. But
seems like you've been on the East Coast recently, and
I was in Louisiana.
You were with Hal Sutton in Louisiana.
I didn't see Hal Sutton.
But
I didn't play any golf in Louisiana.
Oh, you didn't?
I played pool. I went to some old. Yes, used to play a lot of pool. Me and my wife.
I used to play a lot of pool too.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to do that. After I beat you at golf in the live stream, we might have to set up a camera and do
your dream, you said?
on Thanksgiving.
You didn't beat me. You were warming up really good, and then we said let's have the competition. And your warm up, you
can't keep listen.
No, I mean
You
you
know
got
what?
to
You
go
know
with
what
it.
I'm gonna do again?
Hey, it's on Facebook. They can look it up.
I haven't disclosed this.
Actually, you can look it up on Instagram and Facebook.
I haven't disclosed this, but last year, this Friday, we're doing JD Hill's Catch the Vision golf tournament at Dobson Ranch. Going to raise a lot of money to help kids do camps.
Is that this Friday? Is that like a couple days from now, Friday?
This Friday, yes, the
Like
26th.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Today's
Wednesday,
the 22nd.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, this week. So last year, Kent did this Beat the Pro. He set up here at his home course on the water hole, and he had some kind of gimmick where it was a gambling hole, and I took way too much money out of the prize that I shouldn't have because I beat the pro.
Oh, it's kind of like one of those things where if I have a
because you had a hip injury.
No, 3-point competition against Steph Curry. We both get one shot. I might make it. He might not. So he gets the victory. It was kind of one of those. So I hit
Thanks for paying me out the money.
So I hit a little fluke shot.
Thank you for paying me out money.
And that was only like 8 feet.
Hey,
you hit yours
if you're
to 5.
remembering Thanksgiving, I can remember, last year. So are you gonna?
Yeah, but mine's on TV. Yours wasn't. So you can't prove yours.
Are you gonna have? Are you gonna be paying out money again this year?
You can't prove
yours. I want
to
get in your pockets.
Wow. If you can prove it, I'll believe you.
How did we go from Ryder Cup to taking money out of the Beat the Pro?
I don't know,
but it's
my
funny.
mind when I think of Ryder Cup, I think of Seve Ballesteros. I really
Seve
do.
was one of the
I just
best.
think of that. And
I looked up. Do you know who has the most Ryder Cup points in history? I looked that up.
Wow, I don't know if I know.
He didn't make it this year because he's a live golfer.
Oh.
He's a Spaniard. Since we were talking about Seve.
So John,
No, John Ron made it.
Sergio
Garcia.
was awesome. Sergio Garcia.
Sergio, wow. Everyone was kind of surprised that they didn't give him the nod. He's got the most Ryder Cup points in Ryder Cup history. Wow. And because of the live thing.
Him and Seve and Jose Maria Olazabal. The Spaniards, man, those guys, and they've got some charisma.
Those guys are solid.
They are fun to watch.
Those guys are solid.
Awesome talent.
Yes. The golf course. So in the Ryder Cup, the U.S. gets to set up the course. They get to set up and make a home field advantage. How do you think they'll set it up? Because they can make slow greens or fast greens. They can cut the rough really deep or cut it short. They could even say, and this is crazy, but they could say, hey, we want the rough to be, because they're shorter hitters, we want high rough for the first 280 yards.
There you go. Then Bryson can bomb it over everything.
Right, 280 yards of high rough, and then cut it close for bomb and gouge, because the big hitters on the European team, I think you got Rory. He's a big hitter.
Rory's a big hitter.
He can bomb.
Huge.
He
bombs it.
But I think if we went across the board, I would say the Americans hit it further than the Europeans.
It's close, but I agree. But I agree. It would favor Americans if you kind of had really long rough to maybe 300, and then gradually lower it, and then
I'd make it. I would make it look like, if it was up to me, I'd have it like knee high, and then all of a sudden, once you got past where my guys hit it, it would go down to
slam it all the way down the fairway. Wow. So maybe you should have been the captain. Wow.
Wouldn't that be strategic?
Yeah, actually.
Because all the guys, make it tight like the U.S. Open, the fairways, but then where all your guys hit it, or if my brain's me, I'm a nerd.
It's kind of like when John Daly won the PGA Championship. It was so tight between the bunkers, and then but if you could carry it over the dog legs, it was the widest open course on the planet Earth. He's the only guy that could carry the dog legs, so he had a completely different situation.
Yes.
And that's what you're saying you'd like to do to Bethpage. So maybe we could call Keegan up and have him have a little talk.
I think it's probably too late. And they say, who? Hey, we were on Pros and Joes, Ken Chase Golf, thinking about how you guys should set up the tournament. you know what? Your coach that coached you to All American status, Steve Loy.
Steve Loy.
He's Keegan's agent.
He's Keegan's agent. He's Phil Mickelson's
Lots
agent.
of them.
Got a lot of good players.
Yes, yes.
That's what I'm saying. We should go. I mean, maybe you can talk to Tommy and Luke and
Kent Chase
and go. I mean, golf is really important to you, isn't it? Oh, that's so funny.
Golf is life.
I know.
Golf's a great hobby.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a hobby. It's all I know. I mean, that's not all I know, but
it's not a hobby for you, is it?
No, it never has been. I mean, but it is.
Well, so then why aren't you going without me? Like that's what I would say. If that's your,
maybe I will.
No, maybe.
Maybe I will. I mean, I'm a full-fledged life member of the PGA of America, so I'm already in. Just need to find a. If Maverick McNeely was playing in the Ryder Cup, he was the big thing for me. He was an inch away.
He was the last guy.
If he would have got the pick, he was so close. But not everybody's heard of him yet. But we're all going to hear about him. He's got a victory in the PGA Tour already. What an amazing man. He was the reason I was going to go, and I thought he was going to get in, and it was really a close thing. So, but he's not in. I love all the other players too, but he's the one that's. I'm a big, huge fan because he cares about the children of the world in a big way. So, not that everybody else doesn't either, but I mean that's what his passion is.
Yes, and you got to spend some time. You played with him in the Pro-Am with Allen and Maverick McNeely. So what's a matchup that Kent Chase would like to see? Like if you could create pairings. And
that's the hardest thing because I'm still not used to Tiger Woods not being in the mix because that changes my thought process. But he's not, and he isn't.
Tiger's Ryder Cup record was crappy.
I know, but still the thrill of watching him play was there. He wasn't the winner on the Ryder Cup. You're right. I know.
He dominated singles,
match play,
but
U.S. Amateur, U.S. Junior Amateur, 6 victories.
So you
think he's going to be a phenomenon in match play, and then he wasn't in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Explain that one to me.
Here's what I think. It could be one of two things. Singles, he dominated because he's Tiger Woods, and that's golf.
Yep.
I'm used to playing. I think sometimes there's a lot of odd things. Like they're worried. Here's one of the comments. People are worried about Ben Griffin, even though he was in a playoff with Scotty. He's won a couple times. He's just golfing his ball. They said, we're worried about Ben Griffin because he's the only guy that plays a max fly. And when they play alternate shot, you don't get to switch balls. You have to pick a golf ball.
You have to play the other guy's ball, yeah.
And those guys are so dialed in to the yard, to the how much each ball
spins.
Plus or
minus 2 yards, yeah.
They are so dialed in that changing a golf ball could make a difference, significant difference.
Yeah.
And I'll say even for me, I'm not.
You like that max fly ball?
Oh, I love the max fly ball. The max fly ball it's the best, cheapest ball you can buy. I mean, it's every bit as good as a Pro V1.
I never bought a ball in my whole life. So, no, I'm kidding, but I'm not. I mean,
max fly. Listen, if you haven't, the Max Fly Tour X was the highest ball speed off the club face for higher golf speed. It had the highest ball speed of any ball my golf supply tested, of any ball.
So why is not everybody playing it on the tour?
It's sold by dicks. I mean,
nobody on the tour buys balls, but they're
sponsored,
right?
Right.
So so Max Fly's not reaching out, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I would say part of it is if you're selling golf balls for $55 or $60 a dozen, part of that goes to the marketing budget of paying 100 tour pros to play your ball. Now, the difference between a Callaway and a Titleist, they're going to try and play what's best for them. But Lexi Thompson plays the Max Fly ball. Ben Griffin, he's had a lot of success. I got to be honest, when Max Fly came and re-released their golf balls, they got pretty good ratings a few years ago. And I bought a dozen, and people were making fun of me because I was playing a max fly. And max fly back in the day they made decent golf balls back in the
Oh yeah, they did.
Jack Nicklaus days, the Kent Chase days.
Titleist
You
was
know,
always nice to me, so I
no,
I was
Titleist
always
has always
Titleist.
made right. Titleist is the number one ball in golf. Their quality control is good. Here's what I found though with the max fly is that, and again we're on a segue, but the cover on the max fly Tour X, are so good. Like for a guy like me that's hitting the cart path occasionally, or maybe hitting a tree, or tree barking a ball up, or the covers, the covers are just really good. They don't scratch and scuff. And unfortunately, I read something somewhere, and it showed like testing a unscuffed ball versus a scuffed ball, how it affects distance and spin, and so if my balls get a scuff or a little cut in them, I throw them in the bag and give them to you, and you hit them in the water, or the kids doing trick shots. Not when you're playing golf, doing trick shots, but I don't like to play scuffed balls because of that article, and it's probably more in my head than anything, or probably because I read that article. But the max fly, the covers on those balls are so good, and it spins just as well. It's got just as much ball speed, and I'm not saying that it's better than a Chrome Tour X. I'm not saying it's better than a TP5. I'm not saying it's better than a Pro V1X, but I will say it's just as good.
So what's the guy that's going to be in the alternate shot with him going to do when he's faced with that ball? Is it going to be a big difference between a Titleist?
Or do you not play him alternate shot? You just play him in the better ball, where you're playing your own ball, or match in the singles.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call.
Like that's because when you're pairing people up. But so the question was Tiger Woods, why he struggled, and it could be different ball. It could be that I know when I've played, like we used to have some epic Ryder Cup battles. Our church versus the LA Dream Center church, Dream City versus LA, and epic battles. And there's something about team golf where I feel like I've put a lot of pressure on myself not to let my buddy down. Like I want to hit the perfect shot for them and put them in a good place, where I'm like you, I'm going to spray some balls and then try and cook it and cut it and get out of prison, try some things. But there is a pressure when I'm your teammate and we're playing alternate shot and I'm trying to put you in a perfect spot. If you're not a guy like me that, is Houdini or Seve, he can get out of the worst lies ever, or Phil Mickelson. But like if Phil, who's a guy who hits it far, but he was spraying balls like in his Ryder Cups, when he started, he didn't have the greatest record in Ryder Cup. But if he's used to being able to spray balls anywhere and then just do trick shot, not trick shots, but they're practice shots.
No, I mean, yeah.
And you get paired with a guy that's more of a bomb and gouge that doesn't shape it. Like, think about that. Like, you're putting guys in spots where now they can't hit the low cutter through the trees, or the high hook. Or Tiger Woods, there's a guy that could get out of, Tiger and Phil, they were two of the players that could shape the ball and work it and hit hero shots from anywhere. Like, better than anyone. But if you're playing with guys that are more straight bomb and gouge and don't have those shots in the bag, and now you're playing alternate shot and you put them in a spot and they're like, what are you doing, man?
So shot makers like Seve and Jose and Sergio, all spraying it all over the place, especially Seve,
need to play with another guy just like
and
them.
they know how to. They all
knew how to do it. And because Tiger and Phil had that crazy rivalry back in the Ryder Cup days,
it was hard pairing to pair
they
them.
would never put them together.
They did that one time,
and they should have, but they never did.
Right.
And so, because those were two guys that really would have complemented each other, because
it was just a personality thing.
It was the personality fight, right? So I think that's part of the Ryder Cup, and I did get to captain one of our inner church Ryder Cups. It was so much fun, and we won bad.
Good
and
captain.
That was the last one.
Was it good captain or?
It was a combination. We had lost the previous year, and so we loaded up with a bunch of ringers.
So you cheated?
No, we didn't cheat.
What do you mean loaded up?
So the way our Ryder Cup worked was we would have our people from Dream City Church, like we were all people, and we have a big church, so we had a lot of people to draw from. So every player on our team was from Dream City.
Regular, they had to attend every week.
They went to the church, right? They were congregants of Dream City Church, members of Dream City
Members.
Church. And so LA, they don't have as many members. So then it was like, okay, speaking pastors that had been to LA could come and play on their team. So if someone was a guest speaker during the year, John Bevere, Chris Hodges, Church of the Highlands, Rick and Randy Bazette, they have some of the biggest churches in America. They had spoke there, so they were able to come play with the LA Dream Center guys to help fill out a team because they didn't have as many golfers in their congregation. It wasn't as big of a congregation.
So Tom Lehman and Aaron Badley are often guest speakers. So how come LA didn't get them on their team?
Well, they listen. They had some single digit and plus guys. They pulled this kid that was a plus. I think he played at Alabama. I think Justin Daly was his name. Good player. Anyway, so they beat us the previous year, and so Tyler, we know Tyler. Tyler's been on our caddy friend Grand Canyon.
So does he go to Dream City Church?
So I started pulling Tyler on scramble teams when he was 13 because he was a young golf prodigy. I mean, he could absolutely.
But did he go to the church?
Yeah, he grew up. That's where he was.
Church?
When he was 13 in Dream City Church, I started pulling him on my scramble teams. We met at church. We were church buddies.
Okay.
So he grew up at Dream City Church from the time he was a little kid, and so anyway, in the peak of his, when he was +5 or better at Grand Canyon and playing out of his mind, Tyler could shoot in the low to mid 70s left-handed. Right, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
But so one of the things, and this is gamesmanship, but I'm like, I gave Tyler a lefty club. We were playing at Wildfire, and I'm like, hey, take this lefty driver and take your righty driver. I said, walk down by one of the hitting bays where their team's warming up, just beside them. I'm like, go down there and strike balls left-handed. And you saw Tyler in here hitting. So he's got a pretty good lefty swing.
No, yeah. No, we both were hitting right and left.
Yeah. So he's ripping him lefty.
Yeah.
Turns around, grabs his righty driver, and just starts smoking drives. And I hear the guys over there going, look at this guy they brought. He's hitting righty and lefty. And I'm like, it's over.
Wow.
So that was
your captain trick. One of your tricks.
That was one of the gamesmanship tricks.
Mac O'Grady's left-handed or right-handed.
Yes.
Either way,
Yes.
he's going to shoot a course record on you.
Yeah.
In his prime.
It's amazing, people that can do that.
Wow.
A match I would like to see in the Ryder Cup. I would like to see Bryson and Rory.
Okay, I was going to say.
Is that one of the ones you'd like to see?
That's exactly the fun one.
That's must-see TV.
That's the fun personality one, and the way they hit the ball, the way they approach the game, the whole thing. That'll be a story.
Do you think they'll duck Scotty Scheffler? Like, what do you do about Scotty Scheffler?
Well, the problem is I feel strongly, he's a tough guy to beat. He's going to just do his thing.
The Europeans got, like, Justin Rose is a clutch, gritty guy. Tommy Fleetwood's playing good. He finally won. Shout out Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, I love
We are
Tommy
excited
Fleetwood,
that you won the biggest tournament, I don't want to say of your life, but winning the PGA Championship, $10 million or whatever the prize was this year. Got it done. Proud of you, Tommy. That was good.
Wow.
Tommy plays well in Ryder Cups.
Tommy plays well every day of his life. And in Ryder Cup,
I would like to see Scotty Scheffler and John Rahm.
Oh, there's a good one. That's a really good one.
That'd be a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Some of the.
So Bryson and Rory, Scotty and John Rahm.
Those are must-see matches. I think so.
I really wish Sergio was in there. I mean,
I'd like to see a guy like Colin or Xander play against Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting. Justin Rose. Who do you put against Justin Rose? Who's the? Because we don't. There's not any like real.
There may be a Scotty Scheffler one.
There's no
He
real.
and
No, Scotty's got to play John Rahm. Scotty's got
okay,
to play John
okay,
Rahm.
I'll give you that.
But Justin Rose, like who's like of the guys that made it, there's no like Rosie's what 44.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Let me look that up. Who could he play? Because there's no. He's 45 years old.
But he's still just as good as he ever was.
All the older guys are the U.S. guys. A lot of them went to live, like Dustin Johnson. He was a staple for years.
That's a tough thing because some of our best players and exciting players and fun players don't even get to play because they switched to the Live Tour.
Yeah, that's
and it's unfortunate. And there's got to be a way. That would be my biggest thing: is how can we ever make it so it doesn't have to be this way? Because if they play in the Live Tour and they pay them a fortune, then they can't play in the PGA Tour. And it's
Harris English.
Oh, Harris English.
He's 36.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not that old.
36 seems really young to me. You're like
I know.
You're like 46. Wait a minute, you turned 50.
Patrick Cantlay.
Yeah.
He's got to be. Yeah, I'm like 52.
You're like 52 or you're 52?
I am 52.
Oh my gosh,
But there's a lot of young guys. JJ Spawn's been playing great. Harris English, he's I don't know. I'm not sure. So the automatic qualifiers were Scheffler, J.J. Spawn, Xander Schauffele, Harris English, Bryson DeChambeau, and Russell Henley.
Henley's a good guy too.
Yeah. And then the captain picks were Colin Morikawa, Cam Young, Sam Burns, Ben Griffin, Patrick Cantlay, and Justin Thomas. They're all young. They're like there's not the seasoned vets aren't.
We don't have those anymore.
Which maybe that's a good thing because we've been getting our lunch handed to us.
Maybe.
Remember when the U.S. would win like every year in a row?
Guaranteed. Not anymore. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I am interested to see J.J. Spawn has been playing really good golf. That course will probably suit him the way he played at Oakmont.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because Bethpage is some of that thick rough,
stuff,
some
right?
crazy greens. Justin
Maybe
Thomas, he's a good Ryder Cup player. He's got a winning record. So anyway, I don't know.
I don't know. Are you? Who's going to win?
USA.
Are you excited?
USA. I love the Ryder Cup.
Are we going to dominate? Is it going to be close? Is the home course advantage a big thing? Does the captain make a difference?
I think the captain makes a big difference. I think Keegan's going to be a really good captain because he's still playing with these guys. He's been doing a lot of team building, like a lot. I think when they brought like Tom Watson back, as a 65-year-old man, he was so out of touch.
Right.
Like that was not
a great thing.
No.
And maybe that's kind of what happened with Zach Johnson too. Maybe was he in touch still, kind of, or? I mean, a lot of people had a hard time with that pick, but a lot of people are having a great time with the Keegan pick. And that's nothing personal because, I mean, Zach Johnson's a great Christian man and the whole thing, but a lot of people had some problems with that pick. But a lot of people are behind, and a lot of Americans, spectator types, are really, really happy about this Keegan Bradley, but they weren't.
But Zach Johnson's a little older than Keegan, right? How old's
Right.
Keegan's like 38, maybe
Probably,
40?
yeah.
Zach Johnson's 50 right now.
I was just going with the out of touch-ish thing a little bit.
Yeah, Keegan's 39.
Keegan's 39.
So
somehow more relatable. They're more relatable to Keegan.
Well, especially with it being such a young team, right? Because you don't think about this. back when you had the Tiger Woods, the Phil Mickelsons, the Dustin Johnsons, guys that were in their 40s, but still playing competitive, like that the kids look up to.
That was
Right?
a whole different thing.
But now it's their turn.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's fascinating. I think I was glad Bryson made it. Had enough
I'm
points.
pumped. He's the most exciting player. And to me, he is when Tiger Woods wasn't going to be playing much anymore, and when he kind of seemingly is ending his career, who knows what's going to happen? I really hope some victory still happens or two. But Bryson became the in my opinion, for me, I became a really big fan of him and his personality. I know he can do his podcast and he gets to do different things that the PGA Tour players can't do, but he became a fan favorite to millions of people, and they realized that he's got an exciting personality. Like Phil Mickelson had an exciting personality, cared about the people, cared about the audience, signed autographs, cared about everything, and then Tiger had this pizzazz about him and this charisma, But
well, the Ryder Cup starts Friday.
well, I think Bryson.
It's this Friday, right? It's
JD Hill and the Ryder Cup are out on the same day. Yeah.
what's JD thinking?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get my my phone holder so I can watch the Ryder Cup while I'm playing golf.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm going to win JD's tournament too, by the way.
Well, you got a high handicap. You guys are playing handicaps.
There's no
right?
handicaps.
No
It's
handicaps?
It's a scramble. It's a celebrity scramble. There's no
So-
handicap.
So it's a scramble.
Yeah. I tried to get you to play.
Yeah, I don't feel like going out there and trying to. No.
We just wanted you to make putts, chip
No.
them in, make
I'll
putts.
win. I'll bomb it off the tee, knock the flag down like Scotty, make some putts. Yeah.
I don't think you can quite play the red tees yet. You're not going to
Wow.
be 33 under like that, but you should move up to the red tees, based on what you're telling
You're
me
making
today.
me out to be old. You
That-
know that.
No, but you just told me you could shoot 33 under. That's like 1 out of every 3 holes you made birdie. Why
Yeah.
not play the red tees?
If they let the Ryder Cup guys play the red tees, you know how fun it is.
Oh my gosh. Beth Page, like we didn't tip it out. I'm trying to remember. I do remember my score. I shot 85. We played back, not all the way back, but we played at about 6,800
You
yards.
should have played the whole tips.
Listen.
Be like
I learned
7,500.
I learned my lesson at Pinehurst trying that.
But you got to feel the course the way it really is.
No.
The way it was
No.
built. The way it was meant to be.
So I did play Bethpage. I kept my ball. I shot 85. 1 ball the whole day. I did not lose a golf ball.
Like Al Geiberger when he shot 59 with that Titleist.
Well, that's a little different. But for me, that was 10 years ago, before any lessons with Kent Chase, when I
Wow.
had my strange, unique manipulations.
Wow.
But that course
But
is,
85 is a lot of shots, but that's a tough course.
yeah, but I was probably a 15 handicap at the time. Shooting 85 at Bethpage.
But I don't know what it's like from the front tees. I don't know.
I didn't play the front tees. You should play the front tees.
I'm not old yet. Yeah, that's going to be hard to start moving up to where the short knockers hit it. But you know what? Jack Nicklaus, if you watch him do the opening shot at the Masters this year, you know, the shame about life is when he was the ultimate. Can you imagine the Ryder Cup with him back in his prime? And now the best he can do is the opening ceremonies at the Masters, which is great. But you can't catch him wanting to go out and play 18 holes of golf because he can't. He's not. He turned into. He's old. We got old. People get old.
Yeah, I think it's playing about 7,400 yards from the tips. That's what it'll play in the Ryder Cup.
And every hole's uphill and against the wind.
Oh no, there's a lot of elevation changes.
Uphill and against the wind every hole.
There's a lot of elevation change.
And all the putts are downhill.
We played it. I think it was 67. But I mean the slope, the course rating and slope. I mean, listen to this. From the red tees, like when you stand on the tee, it said this is an extremely difficult golf course for expert golfers only, right? That's the sign at Bethpage.
Yeah, I agree.
So let me tell you what the from the blue tees. where the pros are playing, 76.6, 148 slope. From the white tees, 73.9, 140 slope. From the red tees, 78.9, 146 slope. So the average scratch golfer from the red tees is shooting 78. So Bethpage it's got some teeth. So I was proud of my 85. I did play the tips at Pinehurst number 2. We played the U.S. Open tees. My buddy was a plus guy, and learned my lesson. I struck it tee to green as well as I did it all year, and shot 101 from the when they say what would an average 10 handicapper shoot at Oakmont, and then they go out and they barely break 100 or shoot 100. It's a different animal.
My last tournament as an amateur was U.S. Amateur at Pinehurst. In Pinehurst number 2, this is a funny story. USGA set up the U.S. Amateur. Fairways are like 30 yards wide at the widest. Rough is like 8 inches deep. I mean, 6 to 8 inches deep. It's brutal. The next week was the World Golf Hall of Fame PGA Tour event. Slammed the mower shut down to 2 inches. They didn't have any. They had hardly any rough for the PGA Tour event. But the USGA event, U.S. Amateur Championship, Pinehurst number 2, it was brutal. Miss a fairway, hope you can find your ball.
Don't miss a fairway.
That's.
Is that what you did?
Well, I missed a couple of fairways. You miss a few fairways, and your best you can do is as hard as you can hit a wedge out into the
wedge
fairway.
It out. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, even Tiger Woods had to wedge it out.
Well, Kent, I think that's going to wrap us up. We've gone a little bit long.
We've never done that one long.
We always go long, but
well, that's all right.
It's always fun. Like and follow. Check us out. Any content coming? Overseas coming here in Arizona. You got any? You still doing any more clinics?
Every single Saturday morning.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, yes. And then the overseeding does start really soon. So we have to check into the near future. But come this Saturday.
It's open. This Saturday, 8 a.m.
A lot of show and tell, a lot of excitement.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Getting lessons from him. The only place you're going to get that is here on Saturdays or TikTok Live.
And it's serious show and tell, and it's cool stuff.
Yes.
And then we put some of you on the spot too. You'll get a lesson right in front of people. I haven't come back
since you put me on the spot.
I have, yep.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week, and we'll see if Kent Chase's prophetic word that the U.S. team was going to dominate, if it comes true. If you believe in him, we'll see. I believe in you, Kent. I believe it's going to happen.
What is it? 16 and 12 I'll go with.
What is it?
16 and 12.
Score?
Yeah, what was the most recent Ryder Cup, 2023.
In France.
What was the final score?
I don't know. I'll look that up. Let's see. 16 and a half to 11 and a half.
Okay, I'm going to say we're doing that to them. Favoring who?
Europeans won.
Favoring the wrong team. This
year
I'm
going to go 18 to 10 U.S.
Ooh, you're going higher.
Going big.
You're going real big.
Going big. That's going to take a lot. Wow. Get it done, guys. All right, we will see you guys next week. We appreciate you guys tuning in, faithfully watching. Let your friends know about us. If you have any questions or any topics you'd like us to discuss during our banter or lessons,
what a great
or
idea.
If there's any clubs you want us to test, put it in the comments and we will get that done.
Right now I'm saying make it simple, play ping.
Make it simple, play ping. See you guys next week. Thank you.